How's it going, guys? This is Techware Tactical, back with something a little different. I really enjoy collectibles of all kinds, and when I walked into a local Costco, I get a lot of stuff that ends up being on this channel from Costco. Costco content? Costent? Anyway, this was out of their liquor store, and the name caught my eye. Maybe you could tell why. And I was really surprised when it wasn't plastic wrapped, but you could open it. And I'm gonna leave it closed just for now, just for the outside of it. It's got a nice little wood grain, and it's obviously cardboard. It's cardboard. This had a decently steep price on it. It was about 80 bucks, but I actually think it was kind of worth it just to have it around. I'm not gonna drink this, and you'll see why. H.deringer Bourbon whiskey, nice little font there with a couple of nice accents, which might give you a hint to the name here. America craftsmanship, American pride, small batch, product of the USA. I do like seeing that on pretty much anything that I buy, if possible. And then you open it up to reveal a nice little gift that you can get yourself, someone else. There's a little story here. I'm gonna hold it there for a second, just if you want to pause the video and read it. It's a little difficult. They did screw up a little bit here that says God created man. Well, he did. And Deringer made them equal. That was Samuel Colt, not Mr. Deringer. I felt like I just had to point that out. It gives you a little tasting note here. I think that this is just really cool and totally worth it. Like, I think it was 80 bucks that I paid for it. Now, I will be a little bit of a devil's advocate in a couple of minutes, but just hear me out. I saw this and I thought it was so cool. The bottle topper is a little Deringer. It's obviously not real. It's metal. It's made out of just cheap metal. Actually, it might not be cheap metal, but it's non-functioning. You can't even pull it back, YouTube. Don't freak out. And it's obviously got a cork on the front of it, and it's meant to go on top of it. I don't know why they decided to seat the bottle in here like this. It would look way better if this was actually the label facing forward instead of slightly off to the side. But I guess the way that the bottle is designed, you kind of can't, because it's got that weird twist in the bottom of it, which would look great on a shelf, but shipping in a box is probably a pain. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea here, Costco, it's well known that they make their own line of things. This is something of theirs as well. Tennessee whiskey, so it was probably rebranded Jack Daniels, if I had to guess. I don't know for sure, and neither does the internet yet. I actually do try and keep abreast of what they use as their product, just because if I can get something for cheaper, or, why wouldn't I? There's definitely, other things that I want that I would definitely use the money that I'm saving. So I just don't see why I wouldn't bother keeping abreast of that. Now, this was about 80 bucks. This was about 30. And this is 1.75 liters, and I don't know exactly how many liters is in this. It's got a nice little thing on the side. 750. So this is an industry standard bottle. Okay. 750, for those of you who don't know, is industry standard size. So obviously both of these would be great for preparedness. This is obviously much more of a novelty than anything else, but stockpiling something like this is absolutely useful. It would actually be better, in some people's opinion, to have a 750 milliliter industry standard bottle. I don't necessarily agree with that, because people are much more willing to give you a lot more if you have more. I mean, there's a reason that places like Costco and Sam's Club and bulk outlets do so well, because people, if they like something, generally want to buy a lot out of it, and generally for a better price. So why wouldn't they? It just works. The system works. So I would say get this if you're planning on having a party. Get this to show off to people at your party, especially if they're into pews and things like that. I mean, it's just cool. So I will not be able to actually give you a tasting note of this. I haven't even opened this yet, because I still have other bottles that I'm working through before I get to that, and I'm not really a huge drinker. That being said, there's about 100 bucks worth of booze sitting in this video, so I don't have a lot of room to talk, but I at least try. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll be getting back to pew stuff in the next few videos, I promise. Thank you so much. This is Techware Tactical, and I'll see you next time.